colleagues, good afternoon. Today, this representation rise to sponsor a measure that seeks to modernize a legal framework that has remained virtually untouched for more than 7 decades. Yes, you heard it right, Mr. President. More than 70 years, Mr. President. A framework that has, for too long, hindered transparency, obstructed accountability, and weakened our capacity to fight corruption and financial crime. Mr. President, this representation has the honor to sponsor Senate Bill number 1728, also known as the Banking Reform for Integrity, Good Governance, Honesty, and Transparency, or the BRIGHT Act. For over 70 years, the Philippines has maintained one of the most restrictive bank secrecy regimes in the world. What was originally crafted to protect depositor confidence has over time evolved into a shield for impunity, a refuge for illicit wealth, and a serious obstacle to effective financial regulation. Under our existing statutes, primarily Republic Act number 1405 and RA 6426, the confidentiality of bank deposits is so strict, so absolute, that even our own regulators struggle to perform their mandates. Courts, investigators, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, the Anti-Money Laundering Council, and even Congress itself, Mr. President, often find their hands tied by rules written in 1955. Mr. President, in a world where financial criminals operate with speed and sophistication, our laws still operate with a typewriter. Sa loob po ng mahigit 7 dekada, 70 taon po ito, Ginoong Pangulo, para sa marami nating mga kababayan, tila ba may dalawang magkaibang patakaran ang ating lipunan hinggil po sa usaping ito. Una, para sa karaniwang mamamayan, ang manggagawa, ang maliliit na negosyante na ang simpleng bank account ay pwedeng masilip ng BIR o AMLA kapag kinakailangan. At ikalawa, para sa mga makapangyarihan at tiwaling iilan na kayang magtago ng milyon-milyon, maging bilyon-bilyon pa nga sa likod ng isang bank secrecy law na pinasapa noong 1955 ay nagsisilbing parang bakal na pader laban sa pananagutan. Mr. President, my esteemed colleagues, this bill, the BRIGHT Act, seeks to change that. Let us speak plainly. People know when something is unfair. They know when a law that is meant to protect the privacy of all of us is used instead to protect only the powerful few. May issue ng unexplained wealth ang isang tao. Hindi pwedeng tingnan ang account. Hindi pwedeng siya sa atin. Protektado ito sa ilalim ng batas. Our people see these excuses, Mr. President. They feel these barriers and consequently lose trust in our institutions. Can we blame them? Of course not. Confidentiality is important, yes. Pero ang tanong ng taong bayan ay simple lamang, Ginoong Pangulo. Dapat po bang gamitin ang batas para pagtakpan ang mali o takbuhan ang pananagutan? Sa napakatagal po na panahon, ang sagot po ay oo. Our outdated bank secrecy laws have made it easy to hide kickbacks, conceal bribes, stash government funds, move dirty money, and evade taxes, all without fear of being caught. This is why billions in public money remain unrecovered. This is why big-time tax evaders slip through the cracks. This is why our regulators struggle to protect the financial system. Mr. President, sa loob po ng mahigit 70 taon, nasanay na po tayo sa sistemang bulag, hindi dahil hindi natin kayang tignan, kundi dahil ipinagbabawal tumingin ng mismong mga batas natin. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, we must also confront the reality of our standing in the international community. If you look at the records, Mr. President, in 2009, the G20 declared that the era of bank secrecy is over. In 2014, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, adopted global transparency standards that now govern the automatic exchange of financial information. Nearly every jurisdiction in our region, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, has modernized its bank transparency laws to comply with global norms. And yet, Mr. President, the Philippines, our beloved country, remains the only country in the whole world whose bank secrecy rules severely restrict even legitimate inquiries by our financial regulators. Bawat taon po na hindi natin ina-update ang ating bank secrecy laws, nilalagay din po natin ang ating bansa sa totoong panganib na muling malagay sa gray list ng Financial Action Task Force. At kapag nangyari po yan, Ginoong Pangulo, hindi lang po mga korap ang unang nagdurusa, kundi ang ordinaryong Pilipino. Ang mga OFWs na nagpapadala ng salapi sa kanilang pamilya na posibleng tumaas ang remittance fees. Ang mga small business owners na nag-a-apply ng loan na haharap sa mas mahigpit na scrutiny at mas mataas na compliance costs. At, Ginoong Pangulo, ang mga tapat na manggagawa, ang mga pamilyang nag-iipon para sa edukasyon o para sa emergency na siyang nagbabayad ng presyo ng reputational damage na dulot ng mga taong gumagamit ng secrecy para lamang po itago ang kanilang mga kasalanan. Let me emphasize, Mr. President, the cost of secrecy is paid by the people who are not hiding anything. Milyong-milyong Pilipino po ang umaasa sa isang matatag na banking financial system, isang mapagkakatiwalaang investment climate, at mababang remittance costs. Hindi po natin pwedeng hayaan na taon-taon na lamang ang mga luma at hindi na napapanahong batas ang maglalagay sa panganib sa mga lifeline na ito. The consequences at home are equally alarming, Mr. President. The Department of Finance estimates that our outdated secrecy regime results in billions of pesos in revenue losses annually due to untraceable tax evasion. The IMF, or International Monetary Fund, in its assessments to the Philippine financial sector, has repeatedly warned that our strict bank secrecy rules hamper effective supervision and may impair financial stability. Nakita na po natin, Ginoong Pangulo, kung paano ang mga yaman na nakuha sa iligal na paraan ay madali pong itago o naitatago sa likod ng sobrang higpit o ultra-strict na bank secrecy at confidentiality. At nakita na rin po natin kung paano naantala at minsan tuluyang nahihinto ang mga investigasyon dahil po sa mga batas na ang layunin po sana, Ginoong Pangulo, ay protektahan. Protektahan ang mga tapat at marangal na depositor na nagagamit din bilang kanlungan ng mga tiwaling opisyal, mga money launderer, mga nagpopondo ng iligal na droga, at mga mapagsamantalang mandaraya. Sa huli po, ang naagrabyado po rito ay hindi ang may kasalanan, kundi ang karaniwang manggagawa at pamilyang Pilipino na naniniwala sa patas at malinis na sistema. Mr. President, we cannot continue to allow secrecy to be weaponized against the Filipino people. This bill, Mr. President, the BRIGHT Act, proposes not wholesale disclosure, Mr. President, but measured transparency under very specific, legitimate circumstances. Deposits remain confidential as the general rule and may be examined only under conditions explicitly defined in the law. Among these legitimate purposes are investigations by the courts, inquiries by Congress, including impeachment proceedings, investigations conducted by the Office of the Ombudsman, supervisory examinations by the BSP, inquiries by AMLA, BIR, and specific financial regulators, lawful access for the settlement of estates of deceased depositors, and voluntary authorization by the depositor. Each request must follow clear procedures, subject to safeguards provided by the Act and consistent with the Data Privacy Act. With the passage of this measure, Mr. President, for the first time in 7 decades, the Filipino people will know when public officials live beyond their means. There is a way to find out, Mr. President. When billions of pesos disappear, they cannot hide behind secrecy. When corruption happens, investigations can move forward. When regulators need information to protect the economy, they can act, Mr. President. When crimes occur, they cannot be covered by confidentiality. Sinasabi po ng panukalang batas na ito sa sambayan ng Pilipino, wala pong exempted sa katapatan. Walang privilege sa katotohanan. Mr. President, we are mindful of the burden placed on banks and non-bank financial institutions. And kaya po sa BRIGHT Act, naglalagay po tayo ng probisyon for safe harbor for institutions that comply in good faith. At the same time, the bill imposes penalty on individuals who abuse their authority to access deposit information and those unjustifiably refuse to disclose information when required by law. For juridical entities, the responsible officers who directly participated in the violation will also be held liable, consistent with principles under AMLA and the revised Corporation Code. This ensures accountability, Mr. President, not only at the institutional level, but also at the personal level. Allow me to state categorically, Mr. President, when I was asked a while ago about addressing fears and misconceptions. This bill, Mr. President, does not grant unfettered access to anyone's bank account. This bill does not allow political fishing expeditions. This bill does not undermine the right to privacy. Legitimate privacy remains protected. What this bill removes is the blanket of secrecy that shields corruption and criminality. Mr. President, let this representation address our honest depositors, ang ating pong mga ordinaryong manggagawa, ang ating mga OFWs, ang ating mga small business owners, ang ating mga senior citizens at retirees with deposits. Your privacy remains protected. Your accounts remain confidential. Your rights remain intact. This bill protects you. It only exposes those who betray public trust. Mr. President, our failure to modernize our bank secrecy regime has long left us behind. We have fallen out of step with global expectations and regional standards, and we continue to tie the hands of the very institutions tasked with protecting the integrity of our financial system. Kaya natutuwa din po tayo, Ginoong Pangulo, na ito ay naging parte ng Legislative Development Council na maging priority measure ng ating administrasyon. The BRIGHT Act is not merely a compliance measure, Mr. President. It is a governance reform, an anti-corruption reform, and a national integrity reform. It is a step toward recovering stolen public funds, preventing money laundering, strengthening tax enforcement, empowering regulators, and building a trustworthy and resilient financial system. And so, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, transparency is not the enemy of progress. Secrecy is. The era when bank secrecy could be used to hide wrongdoing must come to an end. And with BRIGHT Act, the Philippines can finally join the rest of the world in upholding modern standards of financial integrity. Mr. President, the acronym of this bill is BRIGHT because that is exactly what we want for our country and our people. A brighter financial system, a brighter justice system, a brighter future where corruption has no place to hide. Our bank secrecy laws have served their purpose, but today, they serve the wrong people. It is time to amend them. It is time to modernize them. It is time to put integrity at the very center of our banking system. And so, Mr. President, esteemed colleagues, this representation respectfully seek your support for the immediate passage of the BRIGHT Act, a long overdue reform essential to strengthening transparency and integrity in our financial system. Para sa bayan, para sa katapatan, para sa isang mas maliwanag na hinaharap. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo, at pagpalain tayong lahat ng ating Panginoong Diyos.
Majority Leader. Senator Francis Pangilinan is recognized to co-sponsor the measure.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader, distinguished colleagues. Unang-una sa lahat, nais kong batiin at i-congratulate ang ating kasamahan na si Senator Joel Villanueva sa pag-sponsor ng isang panukalang batas na long overdue. Gaya ng nabanggit niya, 1955 pa nung ito'y naging batas ang Secrecy of Bank Deposits Act. At ibang-iba na ang mundo sa ngayon. Nakatindig tayo ngayon, mga kasamahan natin sa Senado, para i-co-sponsor ang isang solusyon kontra korupsyon. Isang panukalang pahihirapan ang pagnanakaw sa kaban ng bayan at padadaliin ang paghuli sa mga magtatangka. Ang Banking Reform for Integrity, Good Governance, Honesty, and Transparency o BRIGHT Act. Mas madali na po mahuhuli ang mga salarin dahil pag naipasa ang batas na ito, mas madaling follow the money. Nilalayo ng panukalang ito na palawakin ang saklaw ng pagsisiwalat sa mga bank at financial deposits. Gusto rin nitong ipawalang bisa ang mga lumang probisyon ng bank secrecy law. Sa loob ng 70 taon, halos ganap ang bank secrecy sa ating bansa. Makabuluhan ito noong isinabatas noong 1955. Ang layunin noon ay kumbinsihin ang mga kababayan natin na magtiwala sa mga bangko na huwag mag-impok sa kanilang mga aparador, baul o lata o di kaya sa kawayan o kaya sa ilalim ng kama. May katuturan ito noon, hindi pa laganap ang pandaigdigang industriya ng money laundering at offshore loot. Pero wala na itong ibig sabihin ngayon. Sabi nga ng mga eksperto, naging pananggalang ang batas para tulungan ang katiwalian, ang tax evasion at iba pang mga krimen na may kinalaman sa pananalapi. Ngunit, kalakip dapat sa pagpasa natin sa panukalang batas na ito ang masusing lifestyle check upang mas madaling makikita o masusundan ang pera na maaring mahantong sa pagpapaliwanag din ng unexplained wealth. Kinakailangan ding paigtingin ang investigasyon at ang agarang pagsasampa ng mga kaso kasabay ng mga reformang magwawakas sa hindi katanggap-tanggap na kalagayan ng mga nakabingbing mga kaso na inaabot hindi lamang ng mga maraming taon, hindi lamang ng dekada, kung hindi ng maraming dekada. Hanggat nananatiling mabagal at hindi tiyak ang hustisya, nawawalan ng bisa ang deterrent effect ng batas at patuloy na lumalakas ang loob ng mga lumalabag dito. Mabuting pag-aralan kung may sasama ang mga nakatagong ari-arian katulad ng shell companies, ang ikangay paglalaban ng pera sa kasino at kahit na sa crypto, hindi pa rin magbabayad ang mesala. Dahil sa maraming anomalya sa gobyerno, sinasagot natin ang mga tanong ng mga legal na kasangkapan para ika nga ay, nabanggit ko kanina, masundan ang pera. Follow the money. Masundan at mabawi. Tulad ng mga pinakamalilinis na bansa sa mundo sa usapin ng katiwalian, Denmark, New Zealand, at ang kapitbansa nating Singapore, lahat sila pinapayagan ang mga regulator at mga otoridad sa buwis na bulatlatin ang mga nakatagong lihim sa mga bangko kapag hinihingi ng public interest. Mga kasama, hinihingi ko ang inyong suporta para sa Bright Act, isang napakatagal ng hinihinging upgrade, ika nga, ng isang kritikal na bahagi ng ating depensa kontra korupsyon, kontra tax evasion. Maraming salamat at we urge our colleagues to for swift passage, support for swift passage of this measure.